A final home game this season for West Ham United, and a chance for supporters to say both thanks and farewell to David Moyes, whose second stint as manager will come to an end after next week's fixture at Manchester City. Managed 7 assists in the Premier League, 5 have come from set plays. Adebayo. Now Doughty. Morris waits. And Luton go in front. Nobody was expecting that. Sambi Lokonga from nowhere. What a start for Rob Edwards and his team. Albert Sambi Lokonga with his first ever Luton Town goal, and what a time to get it.
We'll talk about arriving right on time. This is spot on, the timing into the box from Lokonga. It's far too easy. West Ham have started the game really sluggishly, nobody really getting out to the ball. Look at the time. Doughty has to pick his spot, but the run is perfect. The delivery is in exactly the right area. And he has very little to do, to be honest, Lokonga. Just get good contact on the ball. It's in the back of the net. They've started well, Luton. There's a lot of pressure on this game, but 1-0 up. It's a big boost for them.
Chidozie Bennett, one of those who's been nursed back in time for the end of the season as well, among the substitutes.
And I think his pace will be really welcome, certainly later on in the game. I fully expect to see an appearance from him.
Kudus. Well, Luton almost playing themselves into trouble.
I think it's just simple for Luton, isn't it? Win. There you go. That's all you need to think about.
Win both and put a little bit of pressure on Nottingham Forest in action against Chelsea later. Bowen! Struck so well and struck against the outside of the post.
Well, it's passed in a flash, wasn't it? Heavy touch there. Onyedinma loses the ball. Good awareness from Paquetá, really gets his head up, and a lovely run from Bowen right from the outside of the field across that near post area. He kind of just tries to glance the ball. Really difficult to get it on target, but...
Kudus. He somehow managed to get under the shot then. Helped on by Sambi Lokonga. Kudus. Kudus turning his back on goal and running back into trouble. Decent effort by Souček, but straight at Kaminski. Jabbed forward by Clark. Bowen now. Going to the byline. What's come back off Kaminski. Ward-Prowse. It's a heartbreaker for Luton. But it's a brilliant finish by James Ward-Prowse after terrific work initially by Jarrod Bowen. Real fizz on the cross, which was deflected away by Kaminski. But Luton punished by Ward-Prowse.
The build-up was really interesting. Clark has to put the ball over the top. He plays it too far wide, which allows West Ham to counter. And Bowen has this space. Look at the distance between Doughty and Bowen. It's far too much. He can't stop the ball coming in the box. It ricochets out to possibly the worst person on the pitch in terms of this kind of finish, because his right foot accuracy.
Antonio!
They're starting to creep into the game now, West Ham. Not enough pressure on the ball, stopping the cross, and Antonio pulls off the back of his marker.
One back again by Bowen, and still he goes on. Emerson. Kudus. Antonio, turned away by Kaminski, and drilled into the side netting by Bowen. There's quite a few on this side of the London Stadium thought that was goal ban.
You feel it's going to go in the back of the net. Lovely footwork here. Kudus jinking one way then the other. Kaminski with the save, and very hard to wrap your foot around that. I mean, it's more about the position that Bowen's in here. So instinctive with his play. He's just popping up all over the box, anticipating where the ball's going to drop out, and very nearly gets his reward.
Antonio. Ward-Prowse. It's a magnificent pick out to find Souček. Emerson's in there, so too Bowen. Emerson! West Ham corner.
What's that man, Bowen, attacking the ball again with real intensity. You know, any defender marking him, look how he gets across the faces, stops the clearance happening. Doesn't allow the ball to be put clear, and he should do a little bit better with that, Emerson. It's a really good block in the end.
In again by Ward-Prowse. Chong. Zuma couldn't get there. What a hit from Thomas Souček. Luton have been on the ropes since they conceded, and now they've conceded a second. A brilliant finish by Thomas Souček. Chong's unhappy. He felt he was fouled before the cross was delivered.
I mean, it's so hard to see whether there is a foul in there or not. A lot of contact in the box. I mean, I think that's pretty soft, the way Chong goes down there. Not too much in it for me, but look at that for a hit. Left-footed from Souček. Doesn't get cleared particularly well. Not enough distance on the header, but he really does punish Luton. Great anticipation on the edge of the box, and it's past Kaminski in a flash. Super hit from him. I mean, his goal record this season, Ward-Prowse, is very good. Goals and assists, actually.
In by Chong. Morris waits. Onyedinma has left the ball behind and can't get close to Kudus. Here's Bowen, still full of running. West Ham in full flow. That was beautifully done by Kudus, who somehow clipped the outside of a post. Just opened up for him.
West Ham in cruise control now. Bowen has time to get his head up, shift inside. Lovely pass. I've got to say, the crispness of that pass is what makes it happen. He just fires it into Kudus there. Great first touch, does the hard bit really, and then can't hit the target. He can't believe it.
Souček. Kudus. Kudus to the byline. And would you believe it? It's George Earthy. May well be his first touch. The academy graduate. His first Premier League appearance cut short after just a couple of minutes when he went off on a stretcher after a clash of heads. And he's back now, and he's back with a goal. What a brilliant start for the 19-year-old.
Well, you just can't write it, can you? Unbelievable stuff for the young man. What a moment for him. I mean, it all starts here with a brilliant surging run from Souček at right back. He thinks he's overrun it. I love the way he just holds the ball here, waits that pass into Kudus, and then it's all about the tricky feet. I think he's going onto his left foot, but to get all the way around the outside here, but the anticipation there from Earthy. You can see he's a player with an instinct in the box, because it's easy to stay at that back post. He gets across the near post, perfect position. The ball is in play. I mean, the movement is absolutely superb. It really is. Big moment. Sheer
joy. Nicked away by Sofal. West Ham not committing too many forward. Bowen denied by Kaminsky. That really would have been the icing on the cake this season for Jarrod Bowen. Ward-Prowse. Well, Rob Edwards knows now that Luton Town are all but mathematically relegated, regardless of what happens later this evening when Nottingham Forest take on Chelsea. A handshake for David Moyes, who said that he wanted his West Ham team to put on a show in what was his final game at home as West Ham's manager. They struggled in the first half. They really struggled after Albert Sambi-Lokonga had put Luton in front after only 6 minutes. But West Ham got stronger and stronger. James Ward-Prowse grabbing the equaliser. Souček putting West Ham in front. And then 19-year-old George Earthy, a minute after he'd come on as a substitute, making it West Ham United 3, Luton Town 1.